We're going to take a live look outside of our Savannah cams, and the sun is up, but that does not mean it is warm out there. Storm Team 3 meteorologist Hannah Evans is here with your forecast first. Good morning, Hannah.
Good morning, Tyler. Yeah, we are starting out a bit chilly out there this morning. Grab the jacket as you head out the door because a lot of us are in the 40s. The coast here just in the low 50s, like Richmond Hill, Savannah, right at 53 degrees, 49 degrees in Metter and in Pembroke. So it is a much cooler start out there this morning, and it's also still breezy. We're still going to be dealing with that northeasterly breeze right around 20 to 25 miles per hour gusts this morning, making it feel a little bit cooler. That is due to a cold front that yesterday, but we do have high pressure to our north today, so with that breeze we're going to be seeing some sunshine with a mix of sun and clouds out there today. It will be just a tad warmer than yesterday because it won't be as breezy, where we do see our high temperatures reaching right near 70 degrees. This is still a little bit below average for this time of year though, with 71 degrees in Statesboro and Pembroke and just 69 degrees in Sylvania and in Hampton. But we only stay below average for today. By the time we head into tomorrow, we'll be back in the upper 70s, and the rest of the week we will be in the low 80s. So I will talk a little bit more about how we do warm up in just a few minutes. Tyler.
Thanks, Hannah. Across the country yesterday, a record amount of people attended No Kings rallies at over 3,000 locations. The flagship rally was held in St. Paul, Minnesota, the site of this winter's immigration enforcement operation in which two Americans, Alex Preddy and Renee Good, were killed. The protests are mainly focused on opposition to the war in Iran and the Trump administration's policies regarding immigration and the economy. While estimates about numbers are still coming in, some reports are saying there were around 8 million participants across the U.S. There were several No Kings protests across our area, and WSAV's Evan Smoke has those details.
No Kings protests happen across the Low Country and Coastal Empire, including right here in Savannah.
For the past year, increasing numbers of people have been coming out as they kind of become aware of all the actions that are happening, as they become aware of how horribly they're affected by this administration's policies.
That was Chris Michalski with Savannah Indivisible, an organizer of Saturday's No Kings rally here in Savannah.
Every time it brings more and more people in, they come and realize, that there are other people who are worried like me, there are other people who feel like me.
The event included thousands of people in Emmett Park and featured speakers before a march through downtown. One of those speakers was Brian Bryant, International President for International Association of Machinists and Aerospace Workers Union. He tells WSAV he felt called to participate because of the effects of the current administration.
Many different issues. It's from his policy on immigration, from his policy on trade, from his policy on tariffs, to going to war with Iran without congressional approval. It's all those items. It's not who we are as a country. We're a country that has laws, has a constitution, and it mandates that the President of the United States follow those.
Candidates for state office also took the stage to promise change, including Christian Y. Smith, a Democratic candidate for state labor commissioner.
Our democracy is at stake right now, and if we don't step up and fight for it, we're going to lose it. So this is super important for all of us, and the message that I want to send today is that we have to start voting for people who are willing to see us, who are willing to vote for humanity. We can't vote for people who want to be kings and their minions. We got to stand up for our democracy, and that's why I'm out here. That's why so many people are here today.
I reached out to the Chatham County Republican Party for a comment, but have not received one at this time. Evan Smoke, WSAV News 3, on your side.
In the Low Country, hundreds of protesters came out in Beaufort for a No Kings rally there. The event began at Beaufort City Hall before marching to Beaufort Waterfront Park. People in attendance tell WSAV that it was the biggest turnout yet. They estimate at least over 500 people showed up.
Well, I think we're going through the most atrocious time that I've ever seen. The Trump story was very clear back in 2014 or 15, and it just got worse as we went along.
But I'm just frustrated and disappointed in where our country is going. We are not trying to go backwards. We are trying to go forward. And it seems like he's trying to take us back to the 1800s.
And hundreds more came out to a No Kings rally on Hilton Head Island. Protesters filled both sides of William Hilton Parkway carrying signs expressing their discontent or anger with the Trump administration's policies and decisions on the war and the economy. The goal, they said, was to step away from party politics and make sure their voices were heard loud and clear that change needs to come.
I've been a long-term Republican for 45 years. And I think we all need to remember that we're Americans first and foremost, and Republicans, Democrats, and Independents second.
The turnout means that the government is losing control, because we are here to keep America great and get rid of those who are damaging our country and our world.
Organizers believe this was the largest turnout so far for one of these roadside protests. It was one of several that took place on Hilton Head. Well, we reached out to the Beaufort County Republican Party for comment on yesterday's protests in the Low Country. They told us in part, quote, Republicans and conservatives view the No Kings protest as misguided and out of touch with history and reality. We have not had a king since 1776. America was founded on the rejection of monarchy. We've got some new developments to tell you about this morning about Friday's bank robbery that took place in Savannah. Police have now released photos of the suspect. Take a look at the man on your screen in these photos. The Savannah Police Department is looking for this man in connection to a robbery that happened at the Wells Fargo Bank in the 14,000 block of Abercorn Street Friday afternoon. The suspect is described as a white male between 5'6" and 5'9" with an athletic build and a beard. The man fled the bank on foot, and if you have any information about him or the robbery, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers at 912-234-2020. Well, Chatham County is considering bringing a sanitary sewer project to Whitmarsh Island, affecting 910 homes. But before any decisions are made, leaders want input from residents. WSAV's Isabella Baez has more.
Now, literally, is, are you interested? That's what we need to know tonight. Are you interested?
Chatham County engineers and leaders held a community meeting to discuss the idea of bringing sanitary sewer service to 910 properties on the north side of the island, above Highway 80 and the Island Expressway. Leaders say the project is aimed at addressing growing wastewater challenges and ongoing flooding issues.
They're on the marsh, and the groundwater table is rising because of climate change. That's impacting their septic systems performance, and some of them are failing.
During Tuesday night's meeting, some residents spoke in support of the project, sharing issues with their current septic systems. Others also expressed support, saying they don't have problems now, but like the option of connecting to a sewer service in the future.
Every late summer, fall, I'm having to leave to get an Airbnb because we can't flush, we can't do anything. This happened the past few years.
I'm for the project. But like on my street specifically, I'm the highest elevation on the whole street. My septic system works great. I've been here for 10 years with zero issues. I'm for it, but I would not go get that city or county sewer until I have an issue with my septic.
If the project is approved, residents would be responsible for connection fees, plumbing upgrades, and monthly utility costs. However, many residents raise concerns about the total price. Officials say it's too early to provide exact cost. Residents also asked what percentage of support would be needed for the project to move forward. A threshold officials say has not yet been determined.
I don't know if that offer will come back around again. I have no idea. But that has been the statement. We are here offering assistance, and if the community does not want it, it's okay. We walk away.
That was Isabella Baez reporting. County engineers say they want all surveys returned by the beginning of April. If approved, it could take 1 to 2 years before construction begins. Now to Effingham County, where a private zoo held its public grand opening yesterday morning. Hope Ranch Zoo held a ribbon cutting yesterday morning to celebrate its now public access. The project stemmed from the owner's love of birds after he and his wife Shannon started collecting and providing for them. Over time, more animals were rescued and acquired, and the owner told WSAV that the transition comes now after enhancements were made to the zoo.
We have so many people that drive an hour, maybe even 2 hours to get out here, and we have been currently just doing by appointment only for the past 2 years. We were getting the handicap accessible bathrooms finished. We also built a gift shop, just some extra little nifty things that we can have here at the zoo to bring the people in to be able to see the animals.
The zoo is now open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. Admission price is just $20. The Easter holiday is just about a week away, and yesterday one local agency held their event for families in the hostess city to get prepared. The Savannah Police Department held their Easter extravaganza yesterday afternoon in Daffin Park. The event featured free food, some games, prizes, bounce houses, and even a magic show. But the main event was, of course, the Big Egg Hunt, featuring 10,000 eggs and 50 special golden eggs. SPD Chief Lenny Gunther told us it's a great time for the community to connect with local police.
When we're able to engage the community is empowered. It builds the trust that they have in their police department, and that's the foundation for public safety, trust and integrity.
Chief Gunther also said events like this wouldn't be possible without community partners who continue to support community events year after year.